have 26, 28-inch sticks. Taika's art, for those that haven't seen any of it, it's all about, essentially, he would say one click and stick, all right? And by that I mean, it's one hit, and then he wants to be in here. How you doing? He wants to stick to versions, right? So we don't want to be out here exchanging blows. His philosophy, we want to get in close and finish something. If I stay out here and do this with him and his dad and some of the other people, I'm probably not going to last very long. I don't have experience doing that kind of stuff. So we're gonna essentially, the second we touch the stick, we're gonna parry and get in close. And so Gerald wanted me to show this one particularly as I go in and come around. I am controlling that elbow, and I think a lot of you have done some similar stuff. I'm controlling this elbow and coming in. All right. From there, I'm gonna essentially seize this. Right. I'm seizing that stick. My forearm, my wrist is wrapping around it. All right. So I'm here. I immediately come in, and I'm in that position. Now, I grab the other end of my stick, and I'm using that to squeeze. All right. Very, very simple thing to do. Obviously, I'm not going to just stay right there and just do that. But I'm coming in, immediately seizing, and I'm making kind of a bridge, and I'm squeezing on his fingers. And we'll go somewhere else with it in a minute, but I want everybody to kind of do that a couple of times, right? Some of you have seen some of the other like neck locks and forearm locks that we do. But one more time, I've got to control that. If I don't control that, then he's gonna pull this and watch this red handle or red end. I just let him hit myself, right? So if he goes here and I don't control this, he's gonna pull that back, and I'm gonna hit myself with a stick because he did it, right? He pulled. So I'm seizing that, and then once I get here, he's already a little sensitive. I didn't even get to this point, right? Yeah, he's a sensitive soul. But I get that, and then I can come in and do various other locks. But we'll get to the other locks after you get this thing in. All right? All right, let's try it. Again, there's all sorts of different, if you have 50 stick fighters in the room, there's probably 51 theories or philosophies, because one of you is bipolar, I'm guessing, right? Has some issues, right? So one of Taika's deals was always at least one hand length from the end is where he held on. All right, and I see a lot of people that got one finger, two fingers. I've seen some people that fight this way. There's so many millions of different philosophies and styles out there. But Taika and that's why these things are painted this way. The ends are exactly one width of my hand. So when I'm training with people, that's just kind of a good visual deal. So the reason for that is I want hooks. I want to be able to hook. I want to, as I come in and get this initial reaction, and see I'm getting an arm bar there as well, right? If I take this near hand and come around and come here, I can get a hook, right? I can get to this ulnar nerve, which is kind of a little bit on the inside from that arm position I have him. It's a little bit hidden. If I'm out here where I only have one finger or two fingers, I can't hook it, all right? So again, and the longer your stick is, particularly somebody with short arms, if your stick is really long, Taika would say that's about what you want, the length of your fingertip to your elbow plus a hand, roughly in that ballpark. The longer your sticks are, then who's got really like a 28? This is close. Close enough. If I'm trying to do these techniques with this, the stick's so long compared to me, I'm going to be hitting myself, right? So again, different philosophies, different folks. So now what I want you to do is you're going to come in, you're going to, can't take you anywhere, man.
Trying to see the other side.
If you're gonna play the hula hoop, at least put it around your body. Okay, sorry.
Only you.
He's our comic relief. You know?
Only you.
He's our comic relief.
Stay in the corner.
All right, so we're coming in and immediately coming here and see I've got the hook, I've got the press, I've got an arm bar, and I've got the tweak, right? That's my pivot point. I've got a full triangle here. I'm only there for a second. That was the attention getter. The near hand, what I'm going to have you do, the near hand is going to swing down. This one's going to follow. All right? Swing down. I can say hello as I go through, but I'm going to get right there above the elbow in that notch. All right? So I'm hooking there, just like we did yesterday for those that were here. I'm going to say hello to his kidney and then give it a pull. All right? I'm going to say hello to his kidney. Answer the phone, it's a telemarketer, so I hang up. All right? So I'm here, I got my triangle, the near hand, and this may touch the face as well, you know. This is going to come down, I'm going to go over, I may touch the face there. I'm going to hook. As I pull, I'm going to touch the kidney, telemarketer, I don't like him, I hang him up, right? And we don't have mats out, so we're not going to go to the floor, but it's that initial shoulder lock. So we got a wrist lock, an arm bar, and a shoulder lock, all in that sequence. And a couple of face taps as well. All right? Any questions on that? Let's try it. All right, so this next one is still, we're coming in like a number one, and we're going to check, but he checks us there. All right? So he's in that position, right? His line of attack with his baton is this way. So I'm going to raise his hand so it's a little bit in the way of his own strike, and then I'm gonna push my stick right into the back of his hand, and I'm right there. All right, that's the initial. We can obviously go into wrist locks and stuff after that, but just right now, all I want you to do is you're going to go in here, and he's going to check. And I definitely don't want to drop this down here because you know it's coming, right? So I want to leave that up, and I'm going to squeeze, and I can even peel his fingers off, right? And now I got, you know, a basic wrist lock there. But the initial thing is that I'm cinching that, right? And I can come this way and pull it, or I can push the other end. Either way. It's just where my hand happens to be. I can come here, I can come here, I can even peel his fingers up and go into a wrist lock. So I want you all to play with that. Any questions on it? Got a puzzled look there.
That was fantastic.
That was not, it wasn't a puzzled look. That was like,
admiration.
wow, that looks painful.
That was
good.
Okay.
Yeah.
That wore
All
my
right.
little tiny
Anybody
black
need to
box.
see it again?
One more time.
One more time? All right. So where everybody's going to fail initially is the bad guy has to check your hand, okay? So you guys are going to do this. You're going to go here, and you're going to stare at each other because he forgets to push, all right? So I'm coming here. He pushes my forearm. I'm going to come in either here or here and get that initial pressure on the back of his hand, right? But I want to keep it high. I don't want to drop it low where he has a chance to unwind this and do a back-end puño or swing it at me. I want to keep that high, right? And then I lay it up here. I can just turn it through. I can grab the fingers. I can go here or here. These are your initial choices, either here or here. All right? Okay. Well, it's a little more fast. I'll show it. If maybe I was here and I don't have that range to reach it, now I do. All I do is push it, and then I'm here. I've got the scissors, and I just squeeze. And Gerald doesn't like it very much.
No, I don't.
But he wanted me to show
Sorry,
it.
I wanted to show
Like,
it.
you gotta show this one. Okay.
Well, because somebody's probably gonna be, I can't get it, then it's just.
So
Well, he told me it
on that
didn't
one
work.
again, if I don't have enough of an end out and I go here and he does that, I just slide it. And so my hand, if I slide it, my hand's probably here, so I can just go right into that. And you notice I'm turning my body, or I can come all the way across and take him to the ground with a full tweet aid in that position. All right, let's try it. And now for something completely different. All right, so this next one, the first thing we're going to do, we're going to kind of start in the middle, all right? And so what I want you to do is you're going to take your stick, and, well, first of all, everybody find your clavicle and the little soft spot up above it. Find the band that goes down, and find that soft little, like, plucking area and the little soft spot. All right, there's a little triangle there. Technical terms, right? There'll be a short test at the end of the seminar.
With crayons.
But you got this band going down, and there's a little triangle right above there, right? A little soft spot. Everybody find that? And you feel how the band, you can kind of push in and go up and down and pluck on it, and it doesn't feel very good, right?
Okay, that's why I'm like, I don't feel no soft spots.
Did you find it? Did she find it? Yeah.
Right here,
Yeah.
your clavicle, right
Yeah, so you got
basic
that band coming down here, and then you got that little area right in there.
Okay.
All right. So that's going to be an important part of this next little deal. We're going to do some pull-ups, and what we're going to do is we're going to find that on our partner, right? What, you want some padding? And we're gonna stick the end of the stick right there, and I'm gonna put the other end of the stick up on my shoulder. And now, remember we rotated clockwise or counterclockwise. I want you with your partner to kind of pull down and rotate in and rotate out, and tell me which one works best with your partner. All right? So everybody, just real quick, once with your partner, rotate in, rotate out. Do your pull up, rotate in and
Was
out.
there an answer for the previous one as far as distortion?
We haven't answered.
So what? Well, I went around and I listened to everybody, and so was yours down? Yeah. Pretty much everybody came up with down on the previous answer. But let's see. Do I want to rotate towards his neck or away from his neck as I do my pull up? Towards his neck or away from his neck? Or her neck? Right. I don't want to be gender specific. I'll get arrested. I'll get thrown in jail nowadays for using the wrong pronoun.
That's how you associate. That's how you associate.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely
I found it.
towards the.
Just doing it the other way.
I figured out when he did it on you, so just get it away. Like, yeah, that works. It's a little bit set up for it.
Practice
Freedom
round.
fires.
So it's either up towards the neck or
Basically, pulling down.
I think
Yeah, we don't need to do this like
right in his neck.
Think about it. These two. That
Yeah. All right. So, do we have definitive answers? Do we want to roll towards his neck or away from his neck? Towards. All right. All right. So this next, again, Tyke, I like to crowd you. We're going to both come in this way. I've got to check this hand, but I'm going to come all the way in and set that right there, and you see where this stick is, right? This stick's on my shoulder. This stick's right in the little triangle. That's where we're starting. Notice I've still checked his hand, so he can't do anything with that stick, right? I mean, you know, if I sit here for a 5 count, he can grab it with the other hand, but I'm not going to be there very long. So I'm going to get in this position, and I'm going to do a pull-up to get that initial reaction. And then, once I've done that, we're going to go into whatever flows nicely next. So initially, we'll just come right into the shoulder lock. He's real tight, so I'm not going to do that too hard. But we're going to do the same thing. So again, I'm here and I'm landing right in that spot and instantly doing my pull-up. which gets me out to here. And we'll do a neck rep after we do this one. We'll do a few reps of this just because you're used to doing the shoulder lock, but then we'll take it into another technique, all right? But I want you to experience landing here and then immediately loading your weight and rolling that into his neck, right, for your initial distraction, right? We can just do this, right? But if I just do this, how much weight is going into the deal? If I do a pull-up, 145 pounds is going into that. And right now we're doing it very slowly, but it would be very dynamic, just blasting into that, all right? So don't kill each other. Let's not blast into it. Let's set it, do a nice little pull-up with the roll, and then go into the shoulder lock, all right? Let's try it. I want to talk a little bit. Taika did some stuff with our Tanbo where we were constantly changing from long end to short end. And we had exercises where we're doing this, you're sliding, gripping. And that kind of comes into place here as we do this thing here, and I get into this position and I drop him down, right? I'm going to carry over, but I'm going to slide the stick till the long end is down. Once that long end is down, I'm going to let go of his hand and come in and grab it. Now, right now, there's only a stick on the left side of his neck, right? I need something on the right side of his neck. So I'm going to drop my forward elbow straight down, and then I'm going to do a little circle with the stick. And so what I mean by a circle, the top end's going one way, the bottom end's going another way. If I just do a straight nutcracker, where I just squeeze straight, I get there, but not as quick as if I do that little circle, right? Instead of going straight, it does this wiggle, all right? Wiggle, 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 wiggle. That's what makes them black out in a second versus 5 seconds, right? Some people, it takes 5 seconds to get it carotid, but if you do the wiggle, you're going to black them out probably in a second. So on that note, please don't black out your partners in class, all right?
Or please, just let me know before you do
Yeah,
that.
yeah, let him get his camera rolling. So he can get it. All right, so again, we're doing the same thing. I'm coming, I'm catching. Don't forget, some people are forgetting to capture that. I don't want that stick back in play. I want to come in, I'm setting here, I drop him down, and I just pass over, drop it, and catch it, right? Once I'm there, this front forearm needs to be on the other side of his neck, all right? And then I make a wish, all right? It's that motion, all right? Got it?
Hey.
Let's try it. So I know a lot of you like to do 1, 2, right? So, and we haven't done any backhand stuff. So again, Taika preferred 1 and done, 1 and close. You can get to it from that, or you guys can come straight from backhand, right? But if I end up in this backhand position, whether it's the first or the second, the blue end is going to graze his nose, all right? And so I'm going to go right for the nose and fold, and then see where that is? I'm right into that position again, all right? Nose and fold, all right? So backhand here towards his nose and immediately fold. And then I'm coming up, grabbing, and I'm in the same position we were in, except I didn't have to let it slide, right? And if he grabs me or whatever with that, I don't care at this point. Once I've got his neck, there's not a whole lot he can do unless he's got the gun in his hand. Maybe he can get one shot off, but he's going to be unconscious pretty quick, right? So again, backhand here, I want to go at his nose, and that's probably what I'm going to get, right? And I could do tweete from there, but I'm just going to fold it, and I'm going to pirouette around until I get to this. And then it's the same.
Give them the same stir.
Same stir, everything's the same. Everything's exactly the same.
Got to it a different way.
Yeah, I just got to it a different way. So I got to it from the backhand. Everybody got that?
So you want to be to the side of him.
I really want to be this.
Okay.
It's better. Well, okay, here's the deal. I got short arms, all right? So I've kind of, to reach my stick, I've got to get to the side of him. If you've got long arms, you can do this from right here. I could be here if I had long arms, but I don't, so I come here, right? It's your body, not mine. So you figure, Tiger would all the time say, you'd ask him, here or here? He gets like, your body, not mine. If you're tall, you're going to do it different. The guy that I run my martial arts school with is 6'3", I think, something like that, right? Yeah, he just met him this 2 weeks ago. He's tall. I'm 5'6", maybe 5'5" by now. I'm shrinking. I was a couple years ago. I was 5'7", believe it or not, and my doctor keeps going, nope, you're 5'6" this year. Next time I go in, I'll probably be 5'5". Right? You get older, feet go flat, your spine compresses.
Just keep
right?
wearing higher shoes.
Yeah. That's what lifts are for, right? Gotta borrow Paul Stanley's shoes or something. I don't know. If anybody knows.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Gene Simmons.
Gene Simmons.
Paul.
His are cool.
Yeah. Get some goldfish in, right? But again, one last time I'm here. I want to crash his nose with that in, and then I immediately just flip it. It's windshield wiper and come up, right? That's all I got to do. All right, let's try that. Backhand. Or you can do click clack with the backhand.
Oh, yeah.
So
Once you go into the.
Crash into his nose.
So now
You know he's my son, right?
release it and get out. Drop this to the armbar here, right?
well, so what I would do, remember what I did to you?
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah. I came here, I would have to take you unconscious and then get up and walk away. I wouldn't, you would, once I get an egg, once I get an egg, I'm gonna take you.